What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JP, back with another video. Today, I got the much anticipated, believe it or not, Umidigi F2. That's right, that is the F2. Kind of hard to really even tell as far as the box. It doesn't really tell you. That's probably the first thing I'll get. There we go. There's a rundown of some of your specs right there. Your Helio P70, great chipset I might add. Android 10 out of the box. Let me hold this a little bit more steady here. 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs internal. 5150 milliamp battery. 6.5 inch display, 1080. LCD. Globs of LTE bands, including band 71 for T-Mobile. I know that's very important. And it does have your 48 megapixel Samsung sensor in the rear. Quad AI camera. It includes a ultra wide angle and a macro camera. And your time of flight or depth sensor, I should say. Beautiful phone. Phantom blue is what they call it. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And I love the feel of it too. It's not a matte feeling like would probably be the best. But it's not a slippery feeling. It's not as slippery as it looks. It is very it's a fingerprint magnet, but it's easier to hold. I don't know how to explain it, but Umidigi, they really did the thing on designing this phone. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. It has the punch hole design. It is an LCD 1080, 6.53 inches, and side-mounted fingerprint sensor. You have your volume rockers there. Your SIM tray right there. USB Type-C. Your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Your speaker. Speaker's really good on this phone, by the way. Earpiece up top. Nothing up here. Camera bulge. Yeah. Beautiful phone. There's your charging brick, your cable. It does have 18 watt fast charge. SIM removal tool. NFC. It does have NFC. A lot of your blue phones that Umidigi competes with don't have NFC. Umidigi's phones do, so that's definitely a plus over the blue. The selfie cam in the punch hole is a 32 megapixel. And I'm going to tell y'all, with Android 10, Umidigi really stepped their game up in terms of optimization. I started using Umidigi phones 2 years ago. With one of the, the Z2, I think it was. Their Android 8 and Android 9 phones, the optimization was terrible. And I'm not even talking about the camera software yet. Just the optimization in general. They had a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches. They got better, from Android 8 to Android 9, but they still weren't there. A lot of people talk about the camera software, but they don't ever talk about some of the other glitches that their phones had. Umidigi's, your phones with Android 8 and 9 had hotspot issues, and I know, obviously, it's not a big topic, it's not a big deal, a lot of people don't talk about it anymore, but I use my phone as a hotspot quite regularly, so it's very important. And after over a year, finally found out that the fix was to add done, to your APN type, but I couldn't remember, it either had to be capital or lowercase, because one of them would give you an error, but that's not the issue anymore with Android 10 and the Umidigi F2. It all works. It all comes together. Their camera software is improved. This does have the SIM slot with 3 slots in it, so you don't have to sacrifice the second slot for your memory card. It has one slot, the second slot, and then the memory card slot all separate. And I have used it with AT&T and T-Mobile, and it works phenomenal. It works great on both carriers. Helio P70, as I've said, the P70 is a great chipset. I've said it time and time again. Don't sleep on MediaTek's Helio series. They're awesome. It's near stock Android. Umidigi, a lot of times they make the background clear on the app drawer. It's the wallpaper is transparent, or the drawer is transparent, I guess you would say. They have their own things in here, but I mean it's stock for the most part. But let's see here. You'll see some of the Android 10. Yep. But their camera though has the software has been much improved. Because that's where they were really lacking. I know they're terrible, but Umidigi's had the lenses. They've had the hardware to offer. I mean, they've offered the best hardware under $200 and $300. They were the first that actually. They were one of the first that actually, not the first, but one of the first to actually use the Sony IMX586 48 megapixel back in, what was that, April or May of last year, 2019. And only there was only one or two other phones out that had that sensor at the time. And then after they did it, everyone came out with it. And of course I'm talking about the Umidigi S3 Pro. But the software was just atrocious. It was terrible. The F1 and F1 Play had decent lenses, but the software was terrible. But on this phone right here, the Umidigi F2, heck, it really just seems like the stock camera app. I don't think it is though, but whatever it is, it's they've definitely improved it. It works very well. The software actually goes with the hardware. Again, though, like I said at the beginning, they used the Samsung sensor on this, 48 megapixel, not the Sony IMX586. So keep that in mind if you're kind of going between this and the S3 Pro. Of course, the S3 Pro, it would depend on if their camera software has even been updated since launch, because it was terrible. And hardware is nothing without the software, and that phone is probably going to be stuck on Android 9 as well. But other than that, specs are very similar. Again, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs internal. It is UFS 2.1. Umidigi really needs to change their box. It's been like this since I've been using them in 2018. I don't know about 17 and before, but, maybe some of y'all can tell me. But, like I said, beautiful phone. Phantom Blue, y'all check it out, man. I hope y'all really like this video. If you got some questions, I know it takes me a while to respond, but I do try though. Like I said, this is more of a hobby for me. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all enjoyed this quick overview of the Umidigi F2. Peace.